Let's head to Illinois to learn about a two-way player who is making history at a young program. For more on that, here's my man, Joe McCann.
The relatively young Neuqua Valley football program in Naperville, Illinois has a player that is setting the standard for future generations. Isaiah Robertson was the first freshman to play varsity, the first to earn an SEC offer, and he may not be done making history just yet. Neuqua Valley High School opened in 1997, so it's just slightly older than the students currently walking its halls. While there's not a lot of history in the football program just yet, Isaiah Robertson is going to be a tough act for future generations to follow. When Coach Bill Ellinghaus saw what Isaiah was able to do for the freshman team 3 years ago, he knew he had something special.
We don't ever bring up freshmen. However, during the playoffs, Isaiah was so special as a freshman, we actually brought him up as a freshman player to varsity during the playoff season only. And he actually made a play for us in the playoffs, which was unbelievable. And I realized, about midway through the freshman year, just how special he was.
Isaiah is now a 3-year starter and a playmaker on both sides of the ball. He can be a dangerous wide receiver or a shutdown defensive back. No matter where he plays, he makes things happen.
Free safety, wide receiver, those are really the two ones I love. Defensive-wise, I believe that I'm a ball hawk. Really, I like contact. I love making, stops and big plays. On the offensive side of the ball, same thing, ball hawk. Really, if it's thrown in my area, I'm doing everything I can to make the play.
Isaiah's the type of player that he's a very physical, he's a very aggressive player. So both offensively and defensively. And I don't say this because he's my son. It's just kind of like his nature. As far as his skill set, I definitely, it's his hands, his instincts.
No matter where I put Isaiah on the field, he excels. So we've used him at punt return, we use him at kick return. He's obviously our defensive safety, and he covers the field sideline to sideline so well. And then we've used him at receiver. He kind of came in as just a receiver at first, and then we're like, he's too special to just play one side of the ball. So regardless of where we put him, he's a difference maker.
This season, he's helped lead the Wildcats to a district title, and now it's on to the next goal of a deep playoff run. And it's not just his physical abilities that have helped lift this team.
He helped lead our football team last year, both on and off the field, but I would say he's more of a lead by example. First guy out to the practice field usually, and he'll stay late and work on anything that he needs to work on.
Isaiah's probably one of the most humble people you could meet. Very nice guy. He works as hard off the field as he does on the field in the community. He's very involved in church. He's very involved with developing the youth. Even here, he works all of the camps. He's worked special ed. He's even worked with daycare. He just loves children because at heart he still, manages to be a kid himself.
Isaiah was the first Neuqua Valley football player to receive an SEC scholarship offer when Vanderbilt came calling. He's also had interest from Big Ten schools like Iowa, Wisconsin, and Maryland. But he's verbally committed to Notre Dame, an opportunity he's excited about for many reasons.
What really drew me was the education and the connections and stuff. Educational-wise, it's one of the top schools in the country. But then, on top of that, just the football stuff, it's just a bonus. They're a top contender every single year, and, they really can mold you and prepare you for the NFL.
When the opportunity presented itself, as a family, we were just thrilled and we jumped all over it. It's less than 2 hours from the home. They really, they recruited him as an athlete, focusing on safety, but with an option to, play a little bit of offense, as time develops.
I think he'll have a tremendous career at Notre Dame. I really do, and I think he'll play at the next level after that as well. I really believe that he's got all the tools, and he's got the makeup to be able to do that. He's got the mindset to just go out there and work, and as long as he stays healthy. That's a big part of the game, and as long as he stays healthy, I think the sky's the limit for him.
While it may be a little harder to set program records at Notre Dame than it is a 19-year-old high school program, don't rule anything out with Isaiah Robertson, because all he's done so far is make history. In Naperville, Illinois, I'm Joe McCann.